What's up, everybody? Welcome to Phillip Siddiq Show. I am, of course, your host, Phillip Siddiq. This is my review of the new film by Shane Black called The Predator. Yes, love that franchise. Directed by Shane Black. You might be familiar with him. He was in the first Predator film. He was reading the Sergeant Rock comic books and doing all the cursing and the, quote, inappropriate jokes at inappropriate times. Well, he was the first guy who got took out. But now, more on to the film. Starring Boyd Holbrook as Quinn McKenna, Trevante Rhodes as Nebraska Williams, Jacob Tremblay as Rory McKenna, I'll be the guy's Boyd's son, Keegan-Michael Key, I guess it's Coyle, C-O-Y-L-E, is like he took Shane Black's position in this one. Olivia Munn as Dr. Casey Brackett. We'll get more to her. Sterling K. Brown as Traeger, Thomas Jane, Bexley, Alfie, Allen as Lynch, Augusto Aguilera Nettles, Jake Busey as Keys. That is Peter J. Key's son from Predator 2 with Danny Glover. Damn, I love that film. Yvonne, Stahovski as Emily, and the Predator, Brian A. Prince. Okay, I got a couple of notes here, but what the film is about, first of all, the VFX are amazing. The opening scene, we get to see the opening scene, the outer space. It reminds you it gives you that old feel of the Predator film. Then you see the ship come out of nowhere. It's like it has a wormhole, comes in, then you see another ship following that one. And what this is about is one Predator chasing another one. It was almost like a chase film, which it was. So they land on Earth. The guys are tracking it through NORAD. Project Stargazer, with Sterling K. Brown, he's in charge of. He gets in contact with Olivia Munn, Dr. Casey's character. Excuse me. She is an evolutionary biologist, and she was always praying that this moment would come. And there's a cute little dog in the scene. Facts. That was her real dog in real life. She said in the production notes, the other dog couldn't make the cut. Her dog stepped right on in. And Olivia, good working on that WAG app. That's her app about dog walking, dog caring. It's called WAG. I just thought I'd throw that in. Quinn McKenna. He fights one of the Predators. It's nothing like he's ever seen before. He gets a chance to get some gear. He sends it home so it'll be safe. So he has proof of evidence of what he had seen and what he had fought. His son, who's Jacob Tremblay, that little boy, I tell you, I don't think I've ever seen that little guy in a bad role. He plays his son, who was autistic and on the spectrum. Now that means that sometimes they can be socially awkward, but they are incredibly smart, incredibly talented. I mean, that brain works, I think, maybe 8 times faster than the regular brain. So they can do certain things, and his kid likes puzzles. So he gets the little device, and he starts playing with it, and of course, he signals to the Super Predator, which is the guy, I think the Super Predator is about 11 feet tall. So he comes thinking, okay, this must be the Predator, the smaller Predator, our size, which he's chasing. And then the big reveal comes about why he's chasing that particular Predator, which I had no idea. Now, understanding Project Stargazer has that small Predator. And we begin to learn as Dr. Casey and Sterling K. Brown figure out they're upgrading. But we're thinking upgrading for fighting. No, they're upgrading to live on other planets. And they want to come to this one. So McKenna comes in and he's on the bus with these other guys, the military guys who have PTSD. They form a team called the Loonies. Now, some of you guys know about the Loonies. Got 5 on it. I was just, when they said the Loonies, I was just humming that song. Shout out to the Loonies. So as we progress through the film, we get to see them fighting and, fighting with the Predator. The giant brings his dogs. One side I didn't like. The dogs, for me, they were too friendly. I mean, I want to see the Predator dogs just do some stuff. I mean, they were playing catch with the dog, and personally, I thought the dogs should have been meaner. But the premise, it makes sense. They also give homage to the first Predator. I think it was 1987, they said, then 1992 and 97, which is Predator 2. Now, as they were showing the different instruments that they've captured or took possession of over the years, they show a spear. Now, I'm hoping that's the spear from Lexi from Alien versus Predator, when she was with the Predator and she fought with the Predator side by side, and he gave her the markings on her cheek to let every other Predator know that she's deep. That was Sanaa Lathan. She was a son of Sanaa Lathan. So it's almost like a chase film. You know, the Predator's chasing them. I would have hoped that there were more upgraded weaponry. Sterling K. Brown, Project Stargazer. Okay, you guys have studied these Predators. You know they've been coming here for years. You probably have footage and maybe interviews, so you know what you're facing. I'm shocked they didn't have upgraded weapons. I'm really surprised. The science I like, the upgraded weapons, I really would have loved to have seen upgraded weapons, since they've been studying the Predators for years to fight the Predators. But that 11-foot Predator, I mean, that was, yeah, straight up beast. Straight up beast. One other thing. The firearms they did have, I do know you need training to use firearms. So there was some banter about in one of the home, I guess they were in Quinn's home with his wife, and Olivia Munn was in the Dr. Case. She was bantering back and forth, and there's one scene in there where I just cracked up. The guy says, "You're too busy." You'll have to see it. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but the banter she had with like Thomas Jane and Key and Peele, that just, I mean, I busted a rib laughing at that. It was so much banter. Thing was, back to firearms training. I mean, the writing in that particular scene, I'm surprised no one asked Dr. Casey, where did you learn how to fire firearms? Where did you learn how to handle them? Because she was, I mean, shooting like a marksman. You don't just pick up an MP5 submachine gun and you're a marksman. No, and that just doesn't happen. But other than that, there's opening for part 2. I won't spill it, but there's a film called The Guyver back in the day, and they may have used that and some of the stuff from Iron Man. So, but overall, you know, it was a pretty decent flick. You know, it was a good summer flick. Only thing was, people, don't bring your young kids. A lot of F-bombs. I mean, a whole bunch of F-bombs. I thought it was going to be rated R for the violence, but a lot of F-bombs in it. So, hey, it's if you want to see it, go out and check it out, you know, but I would have loved to have seen upgraded weaponry from the humans, us, to fight the Predator. So that's my review, guys. What do you think? Subscribe to the channel. Please hit the like button. Hit the notification button. And I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to get something to eat, okay? I'll see you guys soon.